Hello there. Today we're going to talk about how to start an email review with a PDF file. Acrobat Pro can track comments in a PDF file. While there are a lot of things that you can only do when you have access to a central server, there are a lot of things that you can capture via an email review, which is probably the best way for worker bees to work. First off, I'm going to show you how to get set up to do email reviews. The very first thing you're going to need to do in Acrobat Pro is make sure you have Acrobat Pro, update the current version, and then go up into Comments, Attach for Email Review. You'll want to have your PDF file open when you do this, the PDF that you'd like to send. You can see the full documentation or else the Acrobat help menu for getting your email set up. Essentially what needs to happen is that you need to set a default email system to send out your Acrobat emails. I have mine defaulting to the Mail application. It's the Mac Mail. But you can choose anything, whether you like Entourage or Outlook or anything. Those instructions, again, are clearly delineated in the body of the worker bees process. Here we are. We're ready to send this PDF either internally to an art director or Larry to review, or externally to the client. Send email for review. Make sure you've got the correct file selected. Click Next. Either look up in your address book or add an email address that you would like to send it to. I'm going to send it to myself at a different email address. In Customize Review options, you can see that you can have comments returned to a different email address than the default email you set. This is particularly useful if you want them to go temporarily to a different email account, and or if you need them to go to a different person too. Click OK, click Next. Here's a preview of the invitation. You can customize how this looks if you don't like how it reads. If your client would understand it differently, you can change the wording. I'm just fine with it because seriously, these instructions are very clear, and I think a gentle reminder of how to do this every time is not a bad thing. Click on Send Invitations. As I mentioned, my default email opens in Mac Mail, and here's the email that's going to me, the client. I'm going to hit Send, and then I'm going to show you what happens next. We're going to play client with a few screenshots. All right, I'm the client, and I've just opened my email. I got this lovely email from you asking me to review the attached PDF. I'm going to click on the PDF and it's going to open. Most likely, if I'm the client, I'm going to have Adobe Reader rather than Adobe Acrobat Pro. That's fine. It's still going to give me a comment and markup bar here, and that's all I need to be able to work my magic and tell you exactly what's wrong with your ad. I've already set an example here. Spell out emergency room, even though that's probably not something they want to do. In the rare case that I'm okay with the ad as is, as the client in Reader, I can go into Signature and digitally sign the document. There are some additional instructions again in the documentation about how a PDF needs to be set up in order to enable signature. Take a look at that and also at help if you need to, but it's pretty simple to make sure that your PDF is enabled for signature in Adobe Reader. Your client then signs it and sends it back to you using the Send Comments button. Once the comments are sent back, you'll receive an email like this that says Comments Received on your file name. If you open the file that's attached to this email, you're going to get a lovely dialog box like this that asks you if you want to merge the comments. What this means is whether you want to merge the comments in this emailed PDF with your original PDF, the one that you sent in the first place. This is important because you're going to want to make sure that this PDF is somewhere where you do want all these comments to merge into it. Since you're working offline and you've taken the file off of OneHub, this should not be an issue. The original is still living up there on OneHub, ostensibly in one of the for review folders, and you, the account manager, have this file on your desktop to email to the client. You're going to merge your comments back in because you want to collect all comments in one place in that PDF. And then you can upload it back to OneHub to the comments folder. This will make more sense as you get into it. Anyway, accept the merge comments and you'll get a dialog box confirming that you merged the comments. Here are a couple of additionally useful things to note about routing a PDF via this Acrobat method. One thing is you need to make sure that you're always routing a file with the same file name. This is the only way that Acrobat is going to know that it's the same file and that all your comments need to be merged into it. After revisions, I would suggest that you change your file name and start fresh with a new revised file, the way that you guys kind of always work. However, what's useful about using the same PDF file for internal and external reviews is that you get all the comments in one place. What I'm showing you here is the View Comments toolbar. You can show comments a variety of different ways, but the point is they're all attached to the file. When a digital signature is affixed to the file, it's attached there too. Therefore, all of your comments and approvals are tracked and attached to the original PDF art file, and you can file them as such on OneHub for all to see and reference in the future, should there be any question about the spelling of a word, the placement of a comma, or anything like that. Another really helpful thing in Acrobat is the review tracker, so you can see what you sent out and what reviews you're managing. Especially when you send to multiple people, this will help you to figure out who needs to look at stuff, who you need to follow up with, and what. It's invaluable, and you can find it in the top toolbar in Acrobat, Review Tracker. That's it for now. There's a lot of other information in Acrobat Help, and there you go. Enjoy.